Hey Stampers, Ian again, and I'm coming back. I saw a card on YouTube with a flap at the bottom and a flap over the top, and I think she I didn't click on it, I just saw a picture. She opened the flap and then this pulled down. I'm just guessing, but I wanted to do something different, so I wanted a pull down flap with a pop-up card. So I changed her layout to make one of my very own, and it makes a great Father's Day card. I used some old Designer Series paper just as my template. I think this is Pretty Peacock and Pool Party. It folds up, it goes in a normal size envelope. I've got measurements for the EU and the USA, which I'll show in a minute, but it's just a standard card with a bit chopped off and another piece added. And I suppose you could even do it this way because it'll still stand up, so you could change the orientation round. So but it wouldn't be a pull down pop-up card then, it would be a pull out pop-up card. But I like this one. We all love an easel card, and it reminded me of an easel card, and it stands up lovely. So it'll stand on a shelf. It looks like a little TV screen, I think, but it's a pop-up card. And I put this on dimensionals. Maybe the next one I will maybe move my plane down and put my two clouds behind the aeroplane. And I'm using this set again. I love this set. But this time I'm going to use the proper papers from the Adventurous guys with the boho blue and the night and navy. This is Pool Party and Pretty Peacock. But I did have these cloud papers. Where are they from? Let me show you. I can't find them. Oh, what are they called? Oh, I get it now. Oh my goodness. I keep all my DSP on a box next to me, so I have to root through it. Sunny Days. This was a freebie in Celebration, just gone. But you've got all sorts of clouds. You've got flowers. You've got this gorgeous stripy paper. I mean, the clouds, you could have had the rain. You've got blocky clouds. You've got little rainbows, and for a freebie, you've got these sunny skies. Yeah, I love this blocky cloud, but I use them clouds. But it's all sorts. You've got the rainbows, well, the arches. Then you've got green flowers, red flowers, and bumblebees. I like this. This is Pretty Peak. What's it called? I've forgotten the pink. Petal pink. Do you know, I always forget that one. I don't use petal pink very often. And you got strawberries. Look at that. Cute. But for a freebie and for sample cards, instead of using up my good DSP, I tend to use retired stock. But I think it's cute enough to still use. The Sunny Days, I think, stamp set is staying in the catalogue. So yes, I'm going to change. And I've used one of my circles from the Spotlight in Nature, and that just fits the Happiest Father's Day message on there, but it's so simple to make. So I've got, if you look at the top, this is your cardstock for EU sizes, because our cardstock is 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. So your cardstock for the the EU is 6 1/8 by 5 7/8, and you've got to score that at 2 inches. Then you'll need one at 6 1/8 by 4 7/8, so it's an inch smaller, and this is the inner card. And you're going to score this at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 5 1/8 of an inch. These are the DSP, so if you want to copy those down. And then these are the US sizes. You're going to have 6 1/4 by 5 1/2, 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. Again, you're going to score at 2 inches on the first one, and then 1, 2, and 5 1/4 on your second piece, not 5 1/8. And then these are your Designer Series papers. So US sizes. If you want to take a snapshot, come back and make it with me. And then EU sizes. Again, if you want to come back, take a snapshot, and we can make this together. It's so simple. I do have a blog, but it's long gone since I've been using it. It's just too tedious for me to go in and type, I just can't be bothered. I want to make a video, I want to crack on and then move on to the next project. You don't have to put DSP here. You don't even have to put it here, but I just think it, and I've definitely put it here because when the card is closed, I know you're not going to see it when it's standing up, but when you open it, you want a little bit, it's only a little bit of cardstock. So I've used the gems that came free with Celebration as well. But cute card. So we're using the papers from the, is it, oh I can't remember that paper either. What am I like? Here it is. It's called Take to the Skies. I love this and I haven't got much left. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I need just one of those racks where I can fiddle through my papers instead of having it all stacked on top of each other. Right, scoring. We're going to take, this is the 6 1/8. I'm pulling the arm out because I can't get it all the way out. Yeah, 6 1/8, and we're going to score this at 2 inches. That way, when I fold, I've still got my 4 1/8. Yours will be 6 1/4 in the USA. So when you score 2 inches, you've got 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I like to do it for for both kinds because I do have some gorgeous ladies from the US who come and sit with us in chat. So I like to do it for both. So I'm going to score my card, and that's it. That's our base card. We're going to add DSP before we add our inner card. But our inner card, again, we want it on the long side. This is the same length, but it's shorter. So we're going to score this at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 5 1/8. Now you're American, yours is 1 inch, 2 inch, and 5 1/4, and that's it. So we're going to just, and that's how it should look. It's so simple. So, now designer series paper, mine is cut literally 1/8 smaller, and I wanted the clouds in the background. I've also cut 2 pieces, which is one for the ground and one for the outside, and we're going to put them on first. And then our box, this is going to get glued when my paper goes in there, so when it comes out it'll stick to there. So we need our DSP. We're going to glue this and glue this, DSP and DSP. So let's get our stuff out, and these are cut, this is cut 1 inch smaller than these pieces because it's a smaller piece of cardstock. I mean, you can change the layout, you can change the card. I chose these 2 pieces of cardstock, so I chose this colour DSP, just so it matches. I love the aeroplanes. But this is the front of the card, the pop-up section. And then this is our little strip on the top. I mean, I could add that, but I'm just going to stick to the aeroplanes. Says when I can get my glue out. And this card comes together so quickly. It looks complicated, but it's mega easy. So we've aligned our inner piece. Now we're going to, oh look, I love the grey as well. But I've loved this paper. I love gentleman papers. I probably had too much glue, knowing me. So I'm going to make sure this is glued on. I've got the tiniest little border at the top. And I've got a little bit of a gap at the bottom, but you're not going to see that because our inner card is going to get stamped in there. Do you know, I could add the planes. Oh, I might do the planes actually. I quite like that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have the blue on the inside and the plain on the outside. And the planes. Yeah, let's have the blue, which is where our card's gonna go on there. What can you imagine when somebody gets this, your father-in-law or your father himself, and probably thinks you've spent ages doing this card and it's literally taken a few minutes. So we're gonna, well, see, now they're cut the wrong way. I needed them. I'm gonna have to stick to the blue, but make sure you cut your directional paper the right way, because I can't put sideway planes on. But if you've cut it the right way, so your planes are pointing the right way, then do it the right way. But this is what I'm going to do for now. I just chop paper up, and because I was going to use the blue anyway, it didn't bother me what the planes were. So now this, you could add tear and tape on this section. Let's try it with tear tape or matte tape, which is wider. So let's get tape. I'm just going to add a strip along the bottom. I'm going to use my block, and then a strip. Oh, look at that, perfect width, 1/2 inch strip of tape for my 1 inch piece. And then I'm going to do the same at the top. I am going to add a little bit of glue. Mind you, I don't think I need it. It's not like it's going to wiggle around, because we're going to make sure it's all lined up before we close the card. This tape is mega sticky. I end up pulling it off the backing paper with my fingers. And I'm just going to rub that down, because you don't want no air bubbles in that whatsoever. Let me pop my glue away for a minute. Knowing my luck, it'll dry up and I won't get the pin in it later. And now let's rummage that down. We're going to need some dimensionals. So pull your tape off, or if you're using wet glue, use wet glue. So, that's the top. I need the bottom first. So silly sausage, I've pulled off. Doesn't matter, it's all going to come off. So I'm pulling my tape back it off. I'm going to fetch our card in. So don't forget, this is the top. This is the bottom. And we're going to line this up. Right up against that score line. But we're going to leave ourselves about 1/2 inch either side. And then gently let that paper fall flat under there. So now when we come up, it's going to stand up. Now what we need to do is fold the two back, and because it's already glued on the bottom, we're just going to close our card. It's that simple, and it should, oh, I've got a tiny little bit showing, but don't worry about that. Oh, why is that? Maybe because I didn't push it right into the groove. But on my other one, see, you can't see it, it's smooth. This one, little tiny bit, but I'm not bothered. And then when you open it up, you've got your card. And if you fold, she says, if you fold it, now watch, see, because I haven't pulled it all the way to the score line, it won't lay flat. Now this one, I can lay it flat, totally flat. Gaynor's made a boo-boo. So push it right up. I can see a little tiny gap there where it's not quite up to my score line. I can see it, you can't. But just go in with your bone folder anyway. It hasn't got to open flat. It's just that I wanted to rummage in there. So, but isn't that cute? So you got a pull down pop-up card. Sits up by its own self. Love it. Love it. I got my sentiment. I'm going to stamp in my Versamark because I love this dark black ink. And it's a circle, so it doesn't mean you can't normally get these wrong. As long as you stamp it in the middle, you are never going to get that wrong. It's just going to stamp in the middle. Got my cleaning cloth. need to wet these. Look, it's curling up at the edges. It needs some more dampage so I can clean them better. That's better. Right, I'm not stamping in black and I'm not stamping in the memento either. I've fetched in my light boho blue and my smoky slate. I'm going to grab a scrap of paper because I just want to see. Oh, there we go. Let's grab some paper. This should be enough for my clouds. Oh, that's definitely not. Oh no. And I've got another piece. Oh, excuse me, I've got hiccups. So I'm going to stamp my aeroplane. I love this aeroplane. So I'm going to stamp. Oh, that's the perfect colour. I was going to stamp off with the paper, but I don't need to. I think that's just absolutely perfect. I'm going to stamp one of my clouds as well. Will I get my cloud on there as well? Let's have a look. Yes, I will. Oh, look at that. I get my cloud and my... So let's have a look, see if I've got... Oh, will I? Let's have a look. If I do it at a slight angle... No, it's not wide enough. I like to use my scraps up because I'm a cheapskate. Oh, look, it fits. Haha, I've saved myself some paper. But is that white? Yes, whisper white. So you can use your blends if you let it dry first. So let's leave them dry. I think some air has got into my pocket. I'm gonna have to rehydrate my sponges. I love this. I love this sentiment. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals and I'm just having one in the center. So with my clouds, I'm going to need those again in a minute. I didn't do anything on this card, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add, I'm just going to test how dark this is. And I'm just going to go over these little bits. Just on the inside of my clouds. Instead of them looking grey and miserable, we want them looking bright and cheerful. So basically just going over the lines. Right, I've got to, now normally I use my Stampin' Up white pen to blend, but it's run out, so I'm going to use my Arteza one. This is working lovely, so I'm just going to got a bit of pink on it for some reason. Why is it coming pink? It'll fade. I think it is actually pink. Pale peach. I quite like that actually. By the time I cut that out, you can't see it that much anyway, so there goes my marker pen lid. Did you see it flick off? So I'm not doing anything special. I'm just following the lines. Where it's a thicker, I'm just going to go waft. So I'm drawing round them and doing a waft. A little waft. A little waft. Woof. And I don't know where my pen lid's gone. I'm going to have to find it because I won't be able to put my blend away. Where have you gone, pen lid? Oh, I'll find it in a minute. You know my luck, I'll forget and it'll dry up. So again, I'm just going to go over and blend. I mean, that has faded lovely now. There's a tinge of peach in there. I thought that was white. Why am I thinking that was white? Because there's my blend one. Oh, silly sausage. So let's see if we can mute that peach out. It'll just tone down that blue a little bit. Yes, it is. It's toning that blue down. And just helping to smooth that colour out. Oh, that's nice. Now it's faded. And then I don't know whether to colour this one. Let's have a go. So just, I'm not even pressing on hard, and I'm not going to do, I'm doing the outside like I did with the clouds, and I'm going to use that blending pen in a minute. Just about the outside. And I'm not doing all the wires. And I'm do the legs. And that's it, I think. I need my pen lid. Now I'm going to go back in with my blending tool just to tone it down a little bit. And it's just muting that colour a little bit for me. If you get it on your nib, just wipe it off. But I've had my white blending pen from Stampin Up since they came out, so how long's that? 7 years, 6 years. I don't normally colour this in, and I thought I'd do it just for this. So it's just muting them colours a little bit, and it's spreading the blend just a touch. My pen isn't that pale, so I like that. I still can't find my pen lid. Where did you go? I'm looking under my seat. Oh, I can't find it. It's probably under my trolley somewhere. No, never mind. Look, it's gone under the freezer. Right, let's fetch in our die machine. I need the pen. I need the lid. So I got a cloud. I got an airplane. If not, I will just grab what's it called? A pen off a retired set that I'm not fussed on. Let's see if we can get the two out. Oh, is that right? That's better. Fingers crossed. I do like this set. And it's Mother's Day. And it's Father's Day in June. I mean, I'm just still, well, it's the 1st of June today. And I'm making this ready for my father-in-law, so you won't see it till after. Why do I do that? Maybe I'll put it on early and let you see it early. Oh, I don't know. Gaynors are numpty. I don't mean to be, but I am. Oh, what am I like? But if you want to leave it plain without colouring anything in, and you could use the grey granite. You could stamp off and do a really pale looking cloud. I just wanted to add a bit of colour this time. So I got my stamps done. We've already got our sentiment involved. I like. Oh, so let's turn them over and add some dimensionals. And because it's going on a boxy card, I don't think you need many. I think I'm going to put 2 on each. Love it. I hate these flat. Do you know when I get a flat left? I like it neat. Don't like flappy bits of paper hanging off that I don't need. So squash, 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 squash. That way we can take all our tabs off. Get them out the way. And now it's just a matter of decorating. Am I going to do it the same? Maybe I will add my... I don't want to see it, and I do want to see it, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to put that down the bottom. So you can only see a little bit. Then I'm going to come with my plain. And then I'm going to add one cloud here. I could put one there, but I'm thinking, can I add one there? Is it going to poke out the top? But I might just add it. I'll add it this side this time. So when the card is flat, it's got a little bit of bulk, but it's not mega. And then when it stands up, oh, see, I should have come down a little bit. Let's see if I can pull that down a wee bit. Oh, I've lost my dimensional. No, I haven't. Watch. Get your glue. Add some glue on it so you won't lose it. Add a bit more on that one. And then make sure that it's not touching that end. The Gaynor keeps ripping the paper. What? Don't do what I just did. So this is why I liked it flat. So put it against there. So when it comes up, it's not getting trapped. So it leans flat. But there we go. Oh, it's lovely. So cute. It's a busy background. Oh, but that's my choice today. I do like this one with the less busy background. You can see my plane, and I've coloured it in blue. So Gaynor's been a bit of a numpty. Right, let's get our... Now they're a different colour. Let's go with these. These are black, gold and silver glittered enamel dots. Are they? Adhesive back sparkle gems. So let's use some of the grey. I'm gonna have, let's see, I'm gonna add one there and one there, and I'm gonna put one like I did on the plain nose. Men really aren't into sparkly bits, but you'd be surprised, some of them don't mind. Some of them don't even notice that they're even on there. But there we go, a pop, a pull down pop up Father's Day card and 2 lots of different papers. There we go, I love it. I need to find my lid now. That's going to drive me nuts. Let me just see if I can find it. Where's it gone, Gaynor? Hold your pen. I have really well and truly lost my pen lid. It's gone a skedaddling somewhere. I can't find it. Where did that go? Oh my goodness, I can't find it anywhere. Sorry about that, ladies, but that's gone for a bit and somewhere. I really can't find it. Hi, I'm Black Elizabeth. But look, oh my goodness. And that's my in colour, so I need to find the top. But there we go, our beautiful pull down, pop up, fun fold cards, ready for Father's Day. I hope you've enjoyed. I'd love a thumbs up and share. That'd be great. If you just give a thumbs up or a like, people will get to see the cards and spread the joy of sharing. So till next time, lovely ladies, all glory to our great Lord and Saviour who gives us these beautiful talents to share. And if you can't be kind, be good. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.